Cultural diversity is the quality of different cultures as opposed to monoculture, or homogenization of cultures. For example, before Hawaii was conquered, a distinct Hawaiian culture contributed to the world's cultural diversity. Now Hawaii has been Americanized. The vast majority of its culture has been replaced with the American culture. The phrase cultural diversity can also refer to having different cultures respect each other's differences, and is sometimes used to mean the variety of human societies or cultures. The culturally destructive action of globalization is often said to have a negative impact on the world's cultural diversity. The many separate societies that emerged around the globe differed from each other, and many of these differences persist to this day, as well as the more obvious cultural differences that exist between people, such as language, dress, and traditions. There are also significant variations in the way societies organize themselves, in their shared conception of morality, and in the ways they interact with their government. Cultural diversity can be seen as analogous to biodiversity. By analogy with biodiversity, which is thought to be essential for the long-term survival of life on Earth, it can be argued that cultural diversity may be vital for the long-term survival of humanity, and that the conservation of indigenous cultures may be important to humankind as the conservation of species and ecosystems is to life in general. The position is rejected by some people on several grounds. Firstly, like most evolutionary accounts of human nature, the importance of cultural diversity for survival may be an untestable hypothesis, which can neither be proved nor disproved. Secondly, it can be argued that it is unethical to deliberately conserve less developed societies, because this will deny people within those societies the benefits of technological and medical advances enjoyed by those of us in the developed world. In the same manner that the promotion of poverty in underdeveloped nations, as cultural diversity is unethical, it is similarly unethical to promote all religious practices simply because they are seen as contributions to cultural diversity. Particular religious practices that are recognized by the WHO and the UN as unethical, including polygamy and human sacrifice. With the onset of globalization, the traditional nation-states have been placed under enormous pressures. Today, with the development of technology, information, and capital, Today, with the development of technology, information and capital are transcending geographical boundaries and reshaping relationships between the marketplace, states, and citizens. In particular, the growth of the mass media industry has largely impacted on individuals and societies across the globe. Although beneficial in some ways, this increased accessibility has the capacity to negatively impact a society's individuality. With information being so easily distributed throughout the world, cultural meanings, values, and tastes run the risk of becoming homogenized. As a result, the strength of identity and of individuals and societies may begin to weaken. Nowadays, communication between different countries is becoming more and more frequent. Many students choose to study overseas to experience cultural diversity. Their goal is to broaden their horizons and develop themselves from learning overseas. Chinese education places more focus on a way of teaching that consists of spoon-feeding. China's traditional education system seeks to make students accept fixed and ossified content. In the classroom, Chinese professors are the laws and authorities. Students in China show great respect to their teachers in general. On the other hand, in the United States of America, American students treat college professors as equals. American students are often encouraged to debate topics. The free, open discussion on various topics is due to the academic freedom which most American colleges and universities enjoy. Discussion gives us an overall idea about the differences between China and the United States on education. However, we cannot simply judge which one is better. because each culture has its own advantages and features. Those differences form the cultural diversity which makes our world more colorful.